Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. Now this is another tag, who is surprised, but this is an original tag by Cara at Wild Book Garden, and I really had to do this tag because I really like her channel and she was kind enough to tag me in this. And this is the Shakespeare Book Tag, and she created this tag in, from what I can tell, honor of Shakespeare Week, which hopefully this will go on Sunday, so it's still in Shakespeare Week, but this is a universal tag actually, so you don't even have to be that much into Shakespeare because it's referencing his work as prompts, but the questions can be used outside of that. So let's start. The first prompt is Much Ado About Nothing. Your favorite bickering couple, whom everyone knows, really care about each other. This can be romantic, a romantic relationship, or a friendship. Now, mine is sort of a romantic relationship. They flirt quite a bit in the books. So yeah, I picked Fox and Sarah from the Pretty Deadly series, more so Volume 1, because basically in Volume 2 they are Sarah is dying. Spoiler, but not really because it's the plot of Volume 2, so it's out there. But those two have like this on and off thing where they pretend they don't like each other, but you can sense that they like each other, and yeah. So that's my answer. The second prompt is Measure for Measure, a book whose plot or genre is really hard to explain to other people. Now, I've mentioned that before, and for me this is Grief is the Thing with Feathers by Max Porter, because this is part of memoir, part of, not really memoir, but essays on grief, so non-fiction, part fiction as in prose poetry, but also normal, usual prose, and it also bends between magical realism and realism fiction. So it really is difficult to put in a genre. 3. Prompt 3 is A Midsummer Night's Dream, your favorite book featuring fairies or elves. Now I've been really creative for that one and picked A Midsummer Night's Dream because it's my favorite book that features fairies and elves, because I just really liked the description of this fairy world in A Midsummer Night's Dream. So yeah, is this cheating? Probably not, but anyway. Prompt 4 is Hamlet, an underutilized female character. Now I picked 2 from the same book, and that's basically, or same legend, I guess. Gertrude and Hedwig from Wilhelm Tell or William Tell by Friedrich Schiller, but like all the other myths surrounding Wilhelm Tell. Wilhelm Tell is sort of our Swiss national hero, if you want to call it like that. Like, it's the legend surrounding our independence, you can say. And Gertrude and Hedwig are really almost like the strongest characters in this book and are not really focused on, and I think they should be more outstanding than they are. To give Schiller credit, he writes them as those characters, but they are just not in enough scenes to really stand out as what they truly are. So prompt 5 is the Sonnets. Choose your favorite poem. I had to choose 2 because I just had to, and the first one is the Snapshot by Vladimir Nabokov. It's just a really great poem. If I remember, I will link a blog post I did about the poem in the description, as well as or basically I will just leave my essay I did for the literati magazine, online magazine, in the description box, if I remember. The second poem is Lady of Shalott, and this is no surprise to anyone who knows me for a longer time. It's just one of my favorite poem. Then the sixth prompt is Richard III, a protagonist willing to do anything to get what they want. Now, I had to bring in Faust somehow, so I obviously pick Mephisto. You could pick Faust as well, but more so Mephisto, because he is really willing to do anything, or to witness or force anything to happen just to get where he wants to. Which basically is proving God wrong. So yeah, because the actual bet with Faust is based on the bet he had with God about being able to turn a human over. So yeah, Mephisto. Prompt 7 is Antony and Cleopatra. Your favorite trope, bookish buzzword, historical figure, etc., for which you still haven't found that perfect book. I now have stocked. I still haven't found what I'm looking for by YouTube in my head, but anyway, that's why I sort of made a pause while reading the prompt. I picked a genre, and so yeah, I picked mainly genres. So the first one is chicklet. Because I still haven't found the perfect chicklet book for me. I enjoy chicklet. I said that many times on the channel already, but I have not found a really good one yet. I usually get annoyed about them, but oh well. And the other is retellings, specifically a good Peter Pan retelling. So if you know any, let me know. Trope 8, Titus Andronicus, a lesser known work by a popular author and one which you want more people to read. Now, as I mentioned, the snapshot by Vladimir Nabokov, I will mention his poetry because he is well known for Lolita and his other novels, but his poems are stunning and I highly recommend them. And I don't think enough people have read his poems. The ninth prompt is King Lear, a complex female villain or anti-hero. Okay. I couldn't read my handwriting. I chose the fake mother from Coraline because I sense a much bigger storyline that maybe is covered in the book itself. And I was just really fascinated with her character and her background and her motivations. So I pick the fake mother from Coraline. Question 10 is The Taming of the Shrew. Choose two polarizing books, one you loved and one you hated. Now for the one I loved, I pick Less Than Zero by Bret Easton Ellis, which is quite a polarizing book and for a valid reason, but I really loved it. And the one I hated is Milk and Honey by Ruby Kaur, and it even hurts me to mention those two books together. But you know, I can appreciate what Ruby Kaur is doing for modern poetry and for bringing people into poetry, but I just cannot stand that collection of poetry. And also her second collection, unfortunately, was not for me. Now the last prompt 11, is Give me your hands if we be friends, which is also one of my favorite quotes from any Shakespeare work, which is from A Midsummer Night's Dream. And this prompt says tag some people. I tag Mark and words everywhere. I'm sorry if I'm spamming you with tags, but I think this would be a really great one to do. And then I tag Matthew. I know you mentioned that, Matthew at MCS-Books, that you are going to be on a tag hiatus, but I would really enjoy seeing your questions. So maybe if you decide to get back to tags, you could do this one. I also tag Beth at Beth Chats Books because I really would love to see your answers to these questions. I tag my friend Helene at Booksbyleynes again because I would really like to see your answers, and I know that you have read quite some Shakespeare. And I also tag Going to Be Brave again, tag a bigger booktuber, and that's Lauren at Reads and Daydreams, because she has an amazing series on Shakespeare on her channel is generally really eloquent, and yeah, I would love to see her answers and would love to see her do this tag because it's an amazing tag. Therefore, I will obviously link Cara's original video in the description box, as well as all the questions and the books I mentioned. Thanks to everyone for watching, and if you are a Shakespeare fanatic and have seen this video and I have not tagged you, please feel free to do this tag. It's an amazing tag, and Cara really deserves many people doing this tag. So again, thanks for watching, and I will see you in another video soon. Bye!